All right. In this video, I want to share a little bit more about how to prepare for the call that you're going to have with us and also what to expect during that call. Okay. So in the call, what is going to happen is you're going to have a conversation either with me or with one of my breakthrough advisors. And these calls are fantastic. I love them because what they're really designed to do is to help you get clarity about what it is that's not working in your life and why. Okay. Because a lot of the times we just sort of ruminate on what's not working, but we never stop long enough to think about what's underneath that. What might the root cause be of some of the discomfort that we've been experiencing? And so the call is just a fabulous opportunity to really get underneath some of the patterns that you have fallen into so that we can shift them. Okay. The other thing that has to happen during the call is we have to identify your path forward. What are the steps that you would need to take? In what order to really get you where you want to go? Okay, so we're going to spend time digging into that, and we're going to see if there's a good overlay between those steps that you would need to take that are unique to you and the process that we could teach you inside of Breakthrough. So the whole call is really focused on you. It's focused on your story and getting to the bottom of the issues that you've been experiencing with support, right? With that outside thought partnership that's so hard to come by. So I think you're going to love it. What then happens at the end of that call is you are in a position to decide if you're ready for your breakthrough. Now that you can really see, okay, here's what's causing the issues I've had. Here's what would have to happen for me to get where I want to go. This is the process I could follow to get there. You can decide, are you ready to step into that and really start experiencing that life that you have imagined? Okay. To prepare for that call, for that to all happen inside of 45 minutes, there's a few things I need you to do in advance. Okay. There's 3 essentially journal questions that I want you to ask yourself before we meet. And this will just help us get further faster during the call. 3 questions. First one is, where are you stuck, right? And why do you think you're there? Do the digging first about, these are the areas of my life that are just not working the way I want. And here's why I think that is. Second question is, what do you want life to look like? What do you see in that vision of the future? And I'm going to give you one caution here. Don't worry so much about what you think is practical, right? Or what you think you know how to do. I want to really understand, what do you want? Because we may have a way to get there that you've never thought about. So it's important that you sort of dwell in possibility when you're scripting that part about what do you really want the future to look like. And the third thing I want you to think about is, what's it worth to you to get there? If you knew for sure that you could have that life that you're writing out, that vision that you're describing, what would it be worth to you to get there? What are you willing to do? Right? What are you willing to try? What are you willing to invest to make that life your reality? Okay. So those are the journal questions. And if you prepare for the call by doing them, we'll get a lot farther, right? You won't have to spend so much time sort of trying to dig for and think for the questions. The second thing I want you to do before the call is I want you to think about, is there anyone that you need to talk to before you talk to us? Do you need to have a conversation with your spouse, for example, so that they understand what's going on, how you're feeling, what's been happening, and why you think having a conversation with us might be a great idea, right? Why you might even think working with us might be a great idea. Because what I've seen happen is when you have those conversations in advance, you come into the call with like a very open heart, a clear mind. Like everybody knows this is out in the open and you feel really strong about making decisions on what is right for you. But if you haven't shared some of this with people that are really close to you, you can get to a point in the call where you start to feel almost out of integrity. Like, why am I sharing this with the Brilliant Balance team and I haven't shared it with my spouse? okay? Or I haven't shared it with my partner, or I haven't shared it with whoever it is that's really close to you that you think needs to know. So take care of that before we call, before we have the call. Just have a chat about, listen, there's been some stuff I've been wrestling with, and I intersected with these people. I crossed paths with this, and I think they can really help. So I'm going to have a conversation. We're going to have a call. We're going to see what happens. And I wanted you to know. And I think that will really bring you into the call in a great energy so that we can do our best work together. Okay. So if you've done those things, if you have the conversation with whoever you need to, and you really think through those 3 questions that I outlined for you, and then if you come to the call without distractions, right? Don't try to do this while you're in the car or while you have 42 other things going on in the kitchen. You want to clear space and be all in during our call. We're going to have a great conversation. And I'm so excited to see where it leads, because I've sat in enough of these now to know that the aha moments that happen and the breakthroughs that follow are just really extraordinary. And I'm really excited to see how that unfolds for you. Okay, so do those couple of things. There's a few other videos on this page that I would strongly encourage you to watch before we have the conversation. You'll just be a lot more ready for the talk that we need to have. And I look forward to meeting you. Have a great day.